Hi, how are you? I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. Well, I'm so dirty. Welcome. This is like one of my sleep shirts, but I've had it on all day because it's been one of those days where I'm just like doing work at home. So I have this on still. But hi, happy Tuesday, happy Tutorial Tuesday. So today we're gonna be doing like a Tea-torial Tuesday because there's a couple of things that happened that I didn't necessarily feel I wanted to make like a whole my thoughts about or anything like that, but I did want to talk about, and I normally talk about things when I do my tutorials anyway. If you watch Tutorial Tuesdays, today we're gonna be playing with the Midas Flower Bomb palette. I know I already did a video with this palette. I really just wanted to use it again, so I'm going to. I have a code with Midas. It's code Smokey Glow for 20% off. This is my favorite palette by them by far. It's such a good palette. So I'm gonna be playing with this and talking about Beautycon. I'll recap real quick, but basically Schultzzie, I believe that's how you pronounce her last name, and Thomas Halbert both had really terrible experiences with Beautycon this year, and it's something I think I would like to talk about. I know I want to talk about it. And a lot of you guys have been asking for my opinion, so I'm just gonna zoom the camera in, get started on the Tea-torial, and we'll just spill some tea and do some makeup. How does that sound? Good? Okay. Okay. Hello. All right. I'm just gonna start by taking a fluffy brush. I want to do something really pink. I specifically wore a really pink blush and highlighter because I want to do something crazy pink. So I'm gonna go in with this light pink shade Lily. So I think the first thing I want to talk about is the Sierra situation, because I think that's the one that I'm not more angry about, because I'm both of the situations are screwed up, but I think I just really relate to the Sierra situation. I think it's because I really resonate with what happened to her, that's why I like feel for her. So Sierra Schultzzie is a YouTuber. She does a lot of fashion content, and she's very like body positive. I wouldn't even call her plus size. I definitely think she's in like the plus size, mid-size category, but she posts a lot of fashion content based on that, and it's very like body positive. I actually love her channel, watch her channel, am a big fan of hers, and she puts out amazing content that it's very obvious that she works really, really hard on. And even just this last year, I think she went from like 200,000 last year to like, she's almost at 1 million subscribers right now. So she's had amazing growth. It's been awesome getting to see her growth, and I love her. Like I know who she is. So it's just kind of like makes this suckier. I'm gonna take just another fluffy brush and go in with Magnolia, this sort of pink shade. If you don't watch her, you definitely should go check her out. I really do love her content. She went to Beautycon, which is an event, I think it was Beautycon LA, so it was an event in California, basically like any other beauty convention where, you know, fans can go and meet their favorite beauty gurus, brands can go and sell their products, like, you know, and there's creators that go, featured creators is what the VidCon term would be, but I think they're just like, I think it's called talent is what she kept saying. So there's people that can go that get invited by Beautycon, bigger beauty people get invited, all of that, right? So Sierra got invited by Beautycon to go there. So this whole experience from her, she was like a featured person. Like she was asked to be there by Beautycon. She was given special access to be there because of Beautycon. And I think that's what makes the whole thing even more disheartening, is that she was literally like, they asked her to be there and she was treated this way. So I actually just watched her vlog on the whole experience that happened. If you have time, I would strongly go recommend watching that vlog, because it's honestly just like sad. So she went to Beautycon last year, I guess, when she was at like 250,000 subscribers. And I guess she had a really, really bad experience there. And I guess she felt like maybe she wasn't dressed up enough. Maybe she didn't do her makeup well enough. Like she just felt like she was treated weird, but she felt like it was because she was a smaller creator and because she wasn't like dressed the way that she was supposed to be dressed for the event and things like that. So she had a bad experience last year too, a similar experience. So this year, when she got invited, she went with really high hopes because she thought because she had bigger numbers, she got her hair and makeup like professionally done. She got like a professional stylist to style her in this like absolutely beautiful dress. Like she looked stunning. If Sierra's ever, I don't think Sierra's gonna watch this, but if she does, like you looked stunning. Like it was so amazing to see her love how she looked and feel so confident, because like every person knows what that feels like, what it feels like to be confident and just feel like you're killing it and rocking it, and like that's the best feeling. I'm gonna go into Daisy with a kind of smaller brush, like a smaller blending brush, and I'm just going to pop that like kind of just above my crease, and then I'm going to deepen it up later with the lower part. In the vlog you can see her like really excited about her outfit. She's really loving it, like she's loving her makeup, she's so confident. And then she gets to Beautycon, and I guess there's a creator lounge is the way it's set up, because this is how most events are run based on what I've seen, because they don't want you mingling with other people, because if like, I don't know, if like Jeffree Star walked out onto a convention floor, he would just get mobbed. In like a beauty conference where everyone knows who he is, like he would just get mobbed. So for good reason, they keep creators in the creator lounge. And so she was back there, and I guess there's like stuff for people to do back there, and one of the options to do was like a photo booth. She was with her friend who is pregnant and is her producer, I guess, like I think she's like her producer. They wanted to wait in line for this photo booth to get pictures, and they were told, they waited in line, people cut in front of them, people acted entitled, which is not surprising in the beauty community. And then she got to the front. The woman at the front was like, oh, this is only for specific talent, and was like looking her up and down and like judging her. And again, this is all just her account, but Sierra is not the type to just stir the pot to stir the pot, so I believe everything she's saying. Looking her up and down, judging her, and Sierra was really upset by that. And then there was another issue where she was at this, like, you had to like wait in line to like walk this red carpet, and she walked the red carpet, and like normally like other influencers who went ahead of her that had less followers than her would get their picture taken like 100 times, and like would have all these reporters wanted to talk to them. And when she walked it, everyone just ignored her. They took like 2 pictures of her, everyone ignored her, the press didn't want to talk to her, and then she left. And she had some other things happen too, with people just like overall being really rude to her. And I think when it comes down, she talked about all of this on Twitter, and then she posted her vlog. And again, I would implore you to go watch the vlog because it gives a lot more detail than what I'm providing. But I think the main message here, I'm gonna go in with Hibiscus with a really small blending brush and just kind of tightline this to my crease, like really keep it lower. I think something that was really interesting that she said, she was kind of like, I don't know if this is Beautycon or the beauty industry. And I feel like that really hit home for me, because as someone who's like plus size myself, and I've talked about this in a couple other videos, but this is in a way, I'm not happy this happened to her, because it really makes me want to cry for her. Like, I'm so sad, because I think every person who has any body that isn't deemed like acceptable by society has had days where you like feel so good and you feel like you're rocking it, and then someone just says something so mean, or somebody does something that just snaps you back to the reality of your life, which is that society just doesn't accept you. And it's awful. It sucks. Like, it's the worst feeling. It's just the worst feeling. And so I really was like super empathetic with her, because I do think it's both. She said that she goes to other beauty conventions and is not treated like this. So personally, I think this is a BeautyCon issue. Hi, it's editing me. So something else that I wanted to mention is that if I'm like remembering correctly, this is also the event that James Charles went to. If I'm not mistaken, this is the event he went to last year where he dressed up, like he had like prosthetics done to make him look like really different from who he was, and like not super beauty guru'd or whatever. And he was treated like such crap that he had to leave because he felt so insecure. So in my opinion, based on Sierra's experience and James Charles's experience when he wasn't James Charles, it seems like that BeautyCon fosters a sort of environment that is not friendly to people who either don't have like 12 million subscribers or aren't conventionally pretty. And that's just how I feel about it. Okay. But I also think it's reflective of the bigger beauty industry as a whole, because the fact that other influencers who had smaller numbers, which not that numbers should mean anything, but when you're at a YouTube and like Instagram convention, numbers should mean something. The fact that she was treated that way, and it was and then the other thing too that was really bad was they were waiting for like a golf cart to be able to leave after having this horrible day, and they see that the golf cart is leaving without them, and so they try to walk over to like get on, and everyone just starts laughing at them and like saying crap to them. And it's on camera, like you can see it's on camera, you can see it happen. She was nice enough to blur out the people. I wouldn't blur out the people, but she did. So we don't know who did it. But the fact that like this girl has almost 1 million subscribers and she still is not taken seriously, like, is so disheartening and sad. Like, it's just sad. I'm gonna cut my crease too really quick with a glitter primer because I'm gonna use one of their glitters. I'm gonna use this pink glitter blooming, and I'm gonna use my Peel glitter primer, and I'm just going to, it's still kind of green from the alien thing, but like whatever. Or we could do a pink and green look. We could do some watermelon look. It's just sad, and honestly, I hope that this situation doesn't deter Sierra. I don't think it will. She's a really positive person, and honestly, I wish we had more people like her on the platform who represented a body type that isn't necessarily like what everyone thinks is acceptable or like normal or whatever. And I know Beautycon allegedly like issued an Instagram apology. It seems like they're just not really taking any accountability. Just an update to this. I actually watched the Instagram live that they did after this video, and I am like appalled at how they handled this. They basically were like, well, 30,000 people went and had a great time, so one person isn't reflective. And the person in charge of the Instagram live, I don't know who she is, I think she might be the person like in charge of Beautycon, literally said that Sierra's kind of what happened was fake news. So their response has just been abysmal. And I'm really, really disappointed continually in how beauty brands and the beauty industry, for some reason, like nobody in this industry can just say they're sorry and like try to fix it and be nice. Like they had to shade her and say that she's a liar when she has everything that happened on tape. So that's all I have to say about that. Okay. People are outraged, and I hope people keep that outrage. Like, I hope people continue to be angry about this, because if we're gonna be a beauty community, we can either, okay, we could go like one of two ways with the beauty community. Like, we could be a beauty community that pretends to be body positive and isn't, which is low-key, high-key, kind of how it is right now. Or we could actually work to be inclusive for all types of people, for men, for women, for people who have different like gender identities, for people of different sizes, people of different skin colors. Like, we could do that. We could be inclusive if we actually made the effort and tried to. But as someone who has been plus size my entire life, I just have very little hope at this point, because I have seen the way that society tends to treat people who are larger, and it's not fun. It's very reminiscent of exactly what she was describing, which is especially in the beauty industry, which is like constantly questioning if you deserve to be where you are because maybe you have extra pounds on you. It's just nuts. So to Sierra, I'm so sorry she had that experience, and to Beautycon, like, do better. This is, I never want to go to an event like this ever now, because that just sounds soul crushing. Like, feeling like that just sounds terrible, and I just can't believe that she was treated that way. The other thing that happened that was nutty was with Thomas Halbert. Basically on like the first day of Beautycon, Thomas tweeted out that he had some issues. Well, he didn't really have the issue. These kids were just little jerks. And there were two kids who posted like a clip of a video where they accused Thomas of faking his eating disorder for views and claiming that he faked his ED for views. And I mean, based on what I've seen, that's not true. And even if it is, if you don't know that by like a 100% fact, like unless that person has straight up just told you that, which he didn't, you should never ever say something like that. It's a really screwed up thing to say, because that's such a, I'm just taking, I forgot that I was doing a tutorial. I'm just taking Magnolia, that pink shade, and rubbing it out into that darker pink shade just to make it a little bit more blown out and blended. You should never say that to somebody. So that all happened a few months ago, and then it came time for Beautycon, and I guess Beautycon told Thomas that in order for him to be able to go to Beautycon, he had to apologize to this kid who he didn't do anything to. The kid said like a bad thing about him, and he had to apologize to him for that. And Thomas was like, no, I won't do that. And I'm not gonna lie, like, Thomas Halbert has very obviously made his fair share of mistakes, but like, nobody deserves that, you know? So he didn't apologize, and he was told that both of them would not be allowed to go as a result of neither of them wanting to apologize. I'm gonna go in with Rose Mellow, this kind of pink shimmer, and just pat this over kind of the line of the glitter. I can't tell if I just did something stupid or if that looks good, so we'll see. But I guess like that he was told that the kid couldn't go, he couldn't go, like neither of them were going, whatever. And so then come time for Beautycon, the kid is there. His name is, let me look. He's like a very small influencer who like makes fake Instagram videos for views. I find him to be incredibly annoying, so I just don't follow him. His name is @TrashQueenEthan on Twitter, and his name is Ethan Peters, and he's got Instagram followers. He has 500,000 followers on Instagram, and he has a YouTube channel. I don't know. He seems like kind of a jerk. But so come time, Ethan is at Beautycon and Thomas is not. So Thomas was mad, and honestly, I would be pretty pissed too if Beautycon had made this made the stance that they didn't want messiness at their event, then I would totally understand just not letting either of them go, because like that makes sense. If they're not gonna have their like makeup, which I don't think they should make up, because I wouldn't forgive someone if they said that about me publicly for like clout. So I get that, but like if they weren't, I understand Beautycon not wanting that drama at their event, but allowing the party who actually did something wrong to go and not allowing Thomas to go is pretty screwed up in my opinion. I'm gonna go into Magnolia, that light pink. That's like one of my favorite shades, and I'm just gonna put that on my lower lash. So as a whole, it seems like Beautycon this year was pretty trash. I don't ever plan on going to Beautycon. Not that I have ever been invited, nor probably will I ever be invited. If I were, I would not go, because I just can't stand, as the whole Sierra thing makes me mad. The fact that they allowed the person who actually did the wrongdoing to go to the event instead of Thomas makes me mad. I'm gonna go in with Hibiscus. Like all of it. It seems like from other people's videos that the organizing and planning was just an absolute dumpster fire this year. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm just kind of over Beautycon at this point. I'm kind of over it, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna just quick for an inner corner shade go in with this shade Kala. Oh yeah, just a little sparkle. And those are my thoughts on it. It's sad, and I hope that we can change the way the industry works, because nobody should be treated like that. Nobody should be invited to an event and made to feel like they're less than the other people who were also invited to that event. Nobody. All right, I'm gonna do my lashes and mascara off camera, and then I will be back for final thoughts in a little ka-chow close-up montage, and then we'll be done with the video, okay? So this is the final look. I love it. I woke up this morning feeling, there is a little places where it's kind of creasy with the glitter, and I can't fully get it to cover my creases. However, when my eyes open, you can't really see that, and also I'm taking this off after this, so I don't care to fix it, but I want to point that out so people in the comments don't. I woke up this morning feeling very like Elle Woodsy, like that was just my mood today. So I feel like this eye look very perfectly captures how I want to feel. So I am just going to do a quick little montage for you guys so you can get a good gist of the whole look, and then we'll be done. Yay. So that is gonna be the video for today. I hope you guys like this video. Please let me know what you think about what I talked about the Sierra situation, about the Thomas situation. Like, let me know what you guys think. I had a lot of, it's just disheartening, and I wish I had more of a positive outlook on it, but the only way that you can look at situations, especially like the Sierra one, is that it's just sad, and that I hope that by her experience, maybe people understanding her experience, that now next year other people don't have that experience. That would be my hope for this, and that at other beauty events they train their staff to not treat people who are bigger, or maybe anything, honestly. And also Beautycon's response is so bad. It's so bad. Yeah, it's a frustrating situation all around, but I love you guys so much. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, or just like, or just subscribe, or do neither. Honestly, just so happy you're watching me. Thank you so much for being here. My merch, my social media, and everything I am wearing on my face, including the Midas palette, which you can use code Smokey Glow for 20% off. I'm like a Morphe babe. Along with a link to register to vote. Please go vote in your next local, state, federal election, and make sure you're registered to do so. There's a link in my description that can allow you to do that. I'm not gonna stop talking about this, so I won't. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!